Okay, welcome back. It's time to continue Spud's quests from where we left off. So, last time we did quite a bunch of stuff. We went from one end of the world to the other, saw the town, saw some beautiful grasslands. We also got to a temple underground and fixed the ferry, among other things. Okay, so time to keep going. Right now I have just the old bone that we dug up from under the badger mill at the end of the last episode. Right now we do have a need for that, but is there something else I could take with me to the city that could help? I'm not sure there is. Okay, sure. Let's just head to the town with the bone because we have a dog to meet. Actually pick up some of these items on the way just in case. Hello dog, do you want a bone? No? Well, dog's owner, do you want a bone? For my dog? Thanks a bunch, lad. There we go. The dog and the bone disappeared and we get a small crowbar. Now we actually don't have a use for the small crowbar over here, so we have to immediately return all the way back. Here we are again. Let's leave the spade and pygmy cow somewhere where there is space. I think I need to clear a little bit of... Oh, yeah, my inventory is full. Whoops. You can't place items when they are too close together, which makes using a storage screen like this a little bit annoying at times. There's a small crowbar there. Now then, in the temple we couldn't go further in a couple of fronts, so let's try doing something more there with what we have now. So a large mirror, oil canister, and an old goblet. I think that this should be everything we need. Into the mines we go. It's interesting how many of these places are just a couple of screens long, especially this diamond mine is just, what, 5 screens, and then the music changes, or maybe 6 screens. Excuse me. But it's, I guess when you're solving a puzzle and you don't yet know how to solve that puzzle, you spend more time in these places, and so they become more memorable. Right now this place is mostly just like a thing we walk through. In the lunar temple we saw the blessed waters, and since Spud is not very blessed in water, I don't think we should go back there for now. Instead, let's take a new look at the Hall of Obelisk to Hephaestion. Okay, so here's Panic Room. The lever is stuck, so here, oil canister. The oil lubricates the lever and loosens it up. Right, so we can switch the lever, but the way we came from closes when we do that. The sanctum. So there seems to be one of the 3 items we had to pick up, the golden goblet or holy grail, and I think it's just a goblet. Is it? The golden chalice. Okay. But as we pick it up, the way back closes. So it's the classic Indiana Jones situation. I like how there's a little source of light over there that closes when we do this. It's a nice little detail. So how do we solve this situation? Where we have this old goblet, which apparently weighs about the same as much as the golden chalice, because it works as a supplement or like a replacement. If we place something else there, like the large mirror, nothing happens. All right. Okay, see ya, old goblet. Have a good time there. We are back. All right, so that's Hephaestion's place handled. And this formation did nothing, so let's do this instead and go back to the Gorgon. Hello, Gorgon. Right, so let's not look at her and place the mirror here. The Gorgon sees her reflection and turns to stone. Gotcha. And we get our hands on magic ring that makes Spud see-through, which is probably a good thing. And we can't walk any further there, and we can't walk any further there either. Alright, so now we have a bunch of cool loot from this temple, and it's time to head back because we still can't do anything in the lunar temple. Okay. The golden or magic ring is not useful right now. The golden chalice is obviously probably useful. Also, we do want to have the crowbar here. Anything else? I don't think so. Okay. So, first of all, this is again something where I do wonder how long it got me or took me to figure this out, but it's impossible to remember anymore. Anyway, you see that floor tile there with empty space beneath it? When we went through the dungeons, we could see, or at least have a hunch, we couldn't actually directly see, that leads to a book of some kind. So how do we get to that book? There could be a bunch of different guesses on how to do that, but the correct answer is to use the crowbar. And this seems like you prise open the vent using the bar. This seems like a somewhat large leap of logic. So yeah, I do wonder how figure-outable this was when I was first playing the game. Alright, and we found a joke book. And there's actually nearby someone who might be interested. Anyway, hello King, the golden chalice, golden hen, golden heart. Have a golden chalice. The legendary golden chalice. Where on earth did you find it? I won't tell you. Right, so we continue our way to the jester. Yes, have a joke. Just what I need. Here, try this card. Try this card out on someone. No, I keep messing up my words. So let me actually make sure that I'm recording something. Looks like I'm recording something. Okay, we are good. I don't need to probably re-record anything here. We have a fake ID card. And yeah, I think there was nothing else in our item pool that was needed at this moment. So back to the town we go. I'll pick some items here on the way. So we have the bucket and an apple. I actually don't remember if the apple is used for anything. It might be one of those kind of red herring items. We'll see. Oh yeah, so we are in the town and a fake ID might go in a bar. That's you? So, want alcohol, right? Okay, try this stuff out. It feels to me like the bartender, like based on the little laugh he gave, he probably figured out what I was pulling, but didn't care, which seems highly irresponsible. Anyway, we have a bottle of rum. And you know who loves rum, probably? Hello, pirate, do you want some rum? Even the scent of rum is enough to cure any problems the pirates have. So they just... Their issues with their sunken ship was cured with rum. I guess it checks out. So we found Pirate's Charm. And hello. So this swimmer here has been looking for treasures, and we have a treasure here. Wow, this is from the wreck. Thanks a bunch, mate. Guess I won't be needing the snorkel for a while now. Alright, we get a snorkel. And you know what that means? It does mean that our inventory is full, I cannot pick up the dog duty, but it does also mean that we can go on a swim. Getting the ability to swim is always super cool in almost any game. It just feels like a really neat addition to, or like it feels like a new world has opened to you, even if that ultimately ends up not mattering much. But in this game as well, I'm pretty sure that I remember that it was a very cool moment to realize that, hey, I can go in the water now. It's no longer a hazard. So there's something down there we can't access, and also in general it seems like we are kind of out of luck here. But it was cool to visit the ocean floor. Also, I guess that's the wrecked ship we heard about. The other bodies of water that we have seen are both, again, on the left side of the entire world, so back we go. This keeps happening. Alright. Here we are. Can I leave? No, I can't leave any of my items there. Let's leave the apple there and the bucket here. I do want to keep the snorkel on, both for like aesthetical reasons, but also just for utility, because over here we have the little pond the ferry was going over. And that's an obvious use case for tools such as this. There's also the little pond, allegedly blessed pond in the temple that we need to check out. Starfall Cove. When I first started doing this playthrough, I didn't remember that this place actually had a unique music. That's kind of cool. So here we have an old rusty key. There's also a coin. We need to take the ferry to get to it, so let's head over on that side. Before I go down there to get the coin, there's also some water over here. A broken bridge. As an interesting detail, this is actually the end of the world, so it's basically just like a don't go further marker, the demo ends here kind of thing. So nothing there, but still nice that we can, like the water is no longer deadly there, even if it's not useful. Alright, up. Oh. Actually, Oh, I can go inside the wall here. I want to try something. Let's wait for the ferry to come back. Because if the movement system in this game is implemented in the way I assume, I should be able to... Yes! Okay, so... I need to really work to... Can I even move downwards? No, I don't think I can move downwards here. Okay, so this is less useful than it could be, but There's this plugin for Multimedia Fusion and ClickTeam Fusion called Platform Movement Object, which allows you to make a mostly unbuggy basic platform movement very easily with collisions and all. And it's much better than the platforming movement that comes with the program by default. So a lot of game developers, me included, have used the platform movement object to make slightly more stable platforming engines. And if you get put inside a wall with the platform movement object, it has that signature, you move backwards, you slowly slide upwards kind of behavior. So I had a hunch this game might have used platform movement objects, and I was right. That was fun. I had never seen that before. I guess I had never kind of fallen between the boat and the ground quite like that. A fun little detail. Alright, so the Lunar Temple. My intention is not really to like, I don't mean any of this as disparaging this game or kind of like trying to say that look how badly this game was made or anything. I think all of this is just kind of, this game is very endearing, all of this is endearing, and just noticing those kinds of little bugs and quirks is more interesting to myself because this game was made with a tool that I know very well. Same tool that Baba Is You was made with, by the way. The base of the pool, and here we find magic flute. Okay. So that's the blessed pond. Oh, here we go. There's also the coin on the other side though. So let's go grab that. And behind the coin, there seems to be a door. I'm pretty sure nothing happens there, but I guess it didn't hurt to try. So, that should be basically everything in the temple handled, as long as I can make these jumps. I could. Right. So now we have a magic flute and also a magic ring. Neither of those immediately implies any specific course of action, but at least with the flute there is a somewhat logical path of thinking that can give you the knowledge of what to do with it. And we shall do exactly that. Alright, so here we have the ancient oak, the sleeping oak. So the oak is sleeping, and I guess the logic would be that since it's clearly a magical tree, a magical instrument might be able to wake it up. You play the flute and the ancient tree slowly awakens from his slumber. Hello, oak. You look a little bit creepy, but that's okay. Ugh, what happened? I feel awful. Something horrid is moving inside of me. Would you mind checking it out? That's also somewhat creepy, but in we go. Inside the ancient oak tree, and there's some kind of a nasty growth here. Luckily, we pilfered something from old mean Mr. Mustard. That is garden shears, and those are sure to help. Maybe. You chop down the poisonous weed with ease. Here we go. Right. Okay, the oak has nothing more to say to us. And we found a small cog. Already in the previous video, I mentioned about possible uses for this. So let's go put those uses to use, as it were. Also, I'll take the bucket, because there's something that I remember you can do with this bucket, even though I don't actually remember how this is useful. But it's still something, so it probably will become useful. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I remember where this is relevant, but whatever. Empty bucket. You fill the bucket up with water. So now we have a bucket of water. All right. All right, and we got to the ferry on time. Hello, Legolas. All right, Badger Mill. Let's give the cog to you. The windmill cranks into action. There we go. And we get a stick of dynamite. I almost read that as a bucket of dynamite. All right, we could swim, but I think this is actually faster. Or maybe not. Whatever. The difference is probably not that huge, so we could take the ferry anyway. The stick of dynamite feels like one place it could go in or be used in is that slightly hollow looking place in the ocean, but I'm pretty sure that that is not the correct place, and I guess the logic would be that how would you light the dynamite underwater, so it can't be that. Although as far as I know, at least some types of dynamite do burn underwater, so it would be just a matter of lighting it. But yeah, here in the castle dungeon, yeah, this person has nothing more to say despite us having delivered a letter to Mrs. Rope. But here we have a cracked block, so let's use the dynamite here. The explosion blasts away a weak section of the wall. Oh, we actually moved backwards, that's kind of fun. There's a blast hole, and we are in Western Foundation, a watery cavern. Oh, this place actually has this music, that's cool. And here's a raw haddock. What's here? Oh, matchstick. The gunpowder plot. So I guess there was someone trying to explode some gunpowder to do something, kill the king maybe? Okay, we cannot finish the plot. So that unfortunately means that we have to leave the matchstick over here. I'll have to remember to come grab it later. But now that we have the raw haddock, there's one being who might be interested in such an item. So let's go meet with them. Now we are moving into the territory where I don't actually really remember what's going on. Oh, the cat is not interested in the raw haddock. Huh. I thought the cat would eat the raw haddock or like head away with it. Okay. So, I actually misremembered that. Which also means that now we are a little bit in territory where I might need to try out some random stuff because I don't remember exactly what to do next. That's exciting, I guess. Maybe. Okay. So, one thing first. We read in the Lunar Temple that a tonic for curing... maybe it was just a curing tonic or healing tonic. Takes a magic flower boiled in a bucket of in water. Okay, I guess. I guess we can't put those in there yet. Okay, let's go grab the match. Also, a new memory is springing to my mind, and if this memory is correct, my initial memory about how to use the bucket of water was actually incorrect. But it's not like any of this matters all too much. let's use this match on the kettle. You strike the match and light the cauldron. Can we now put the bucket of water inside? No, we can't. Can we put the magic flower inside? We still need some fairy dust. Okay, the magic flower has been put there. The bucket of water is still not being accepted. So I'm not sure if my memory of what to do with the bucket of water is correct or not. That's unfortunate. Should I keep the bucket of water with me? Let's leave the bucket of water here. And I'll take the lump hammer and the spade. Either of these could maybe help with the hollow spot in the ocean. So over there we go. All right, here we are under the sea. Let's see if either the spade or the lump hammer actually helps here at all. I do hope so. Nope, not the lump hammer. How about the spade? Okay, you break away a brittle section of the rock and release a gentle upward current. Here we go. Oh, on an island. Hello, mermaid. Lovely and round, shine with pale light, grown in darkness, a lady's delight. You want artichoke? No, wait, sorry. Artichokes are not grown in darkness. It's is it, what are endive? Are those called endives in English? There's like this type of vegetable that is grown sometimes in cellars, so they are very pale. Let's take the dog poop with us this time. Mushrooms could also be grown in darkness, and they are absolutely delightful, so that's probably it. I'll take these items to the item stash, but then immediately return, because we do have some more stuff to do in the ocean. First, lump hammer can be here, and dog muck can be here. And back we go. Actually, let's save here, just in case. Saved. Alright, so now it's time for this mysterious rock, heavy rock, that I mentioned in the previous video to show its might. This feels like a fairly easily reasonable puzzle here, but with the heavy rock we don't get pushed upwards by the current, so we are free to fall down the air shaft. 10,000 leagues. What's here? The lagoon. Hello, Mr. Merman. Years ago we used to live in a huge city down here, but we somehow injured Poseidon and he made the seabed swallow it up. Well, that's unfortunate. I knew I should have brought the rusty key here. Oh well. Let's do that when we come here the next time. Was there something behind the merman? No, it seems like a solid wall. Anyway, let's fall even deeper. I'm pretty sure I can. Or I can't? I was sure I could fall even deeper. But I guess not. Okay, so let's get rid of the heavy rock and float back up. Okay, so unfortunately this means that another trek back is necessary to get the key. Also, I think I do want to try the lump hammer again, this time on the clam in the next room to the right. Alright, so Lamp hammer, yes or no? Let's say no. I'll take the rusty key and is that all? I can't immediately think of... I'll try something with the bucket and that's all. So this is what I initially thought I remembered about the bucket of water. That we could pour it on the manure to kind of fertilize it. Okay, that doesn't really make sense now that I say it out loud. Okay, well, bucket, you can stay there. I don't remember what you are for. It could still be that we use the water for the boiling kettle, but just as the last ingredient after fairy dust. Who knows? We need the heavy rock. Gotcha. I'm a little bit surprised that there's no splashing effect when you go underwater here. Alright. So, how about that chest down here? Reveal your secrets. You unlock the chest and out flies an obscure lens. Magic lens. We did hear someone in the bar mention that this lens can actually reveal hidden doorways. And what's a little bit concerning here is that I don't actually remember where it or they are. So I guess I will have to look around a little bit. The temple seems like a fairly obvious contender for a place to keep a hidden door, but we'll have to see. In any case, now that I have the magic lens, we don't really have a reason to come here for a moment, at least assuming that the clam is currently unopenable. So let's start looking for that hidden doorway. I'll check the attic of the castle just in case, because I don't think it is here, but there's also some other stuff I wanted to check over here, namely that okay, not on this screen, but in the other tower here, the attic. You can see a coin there, so there has to be some way to get over there, and I kind of wanted to take a quick peek at that again. But yeah, no hidden doors there. Okay, the bucket can stay here. The magic lens will have to keep with us until we find that doorway. It's here? I don't think so. Well, nothing can be seen at least. So yeah, the temple seems like the most likely place for a hidden door. So let's go check out the lunar temple first, since that is kind of the largest of the three chambers here. Could there be a secret secret doorway somewhere here. Oh, this is a little scary. Doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like water splashes have just broken in general. Interesting. I wonder what caused that. I kind of doubt that the Hephaestion. Wait a second, does it say on the door? Oh! Ah, that's cool. The lens actually shows you what the code to each door is. I'm learning new stuff playing this. I just brute forced this puzzle. Now I kind of wish I had solved it in this way, in the like intended way, because this is a much cooler way to do this than just brute forcing. Obelisk to Hephaestion. I'm pretty sure that this place doesn't have a secret doorway. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case, so... So the only thing that's left here is the Gorgon's lair. I also don't think that this place has... Yep, no doorways here. Alright, so the temple... Well, I guess it makes sense that since the lens, the magic lens, already had a function here in showing what the codes for the doors are, which is it's such a cool detail. I'm happy that I found about that finally. It makes sense that it wasn't a place where we could find a place to use the magic lens. Now I started to actually ponder if the magic lens is even supposed to be used in the places we can currently reach. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway. Let's leave... Okay, we have one empty spot here. For opening the clam's mouth, would a fishing rod make sense? I'm not sure, but the lump hammer doesn't feel like it makes sense either. The magnet also, like, all these three feel like distant possibilities for how you might open a clam, but very distant. So I'm hesitant to pick up any of the three and go check, because it's kind of a walk. But there's one thing that I do want to check here in the treetop village. I don't think this is anything, but just in case it is, let's give it a go. And the thing that I want to check is whether there's any further escapades that can be done here in the clouds. Doesn't look like it. We cannot get any higher here, and there is nothing on the clouds themselves. Nothing here either, and we cannot jump to the left from here, and not to the right either. Any hidden doors in the construction site? Nope. How about not here either? Dang. So that leaves fairly few options for where hidden doorway could be. I wasn't quite like expecting that I would get to actually do some puzzle solving in this playthrough. I was assuming that I would remember things so clearly that the things would just kind of slot into place, but turns out I was wrong. I am getting to do some puzzle solving here. Okay, I think at this point I should go and try to open the clam with the tools I have. So let's leave the magic lens here. I'll take the fishing rod and the lump hammer and just give it a good attempted whacking and see if something happens. Hello, clam. Do you accept any of these currencies? The lump hammer disappeared. Fishing rod, no dice either. Okay. Well, this was a kind of a disappointment here. But can we? I don't think that's a walkable platform. No, it's not. For a moment, I was thinking that it might be, but nope. Also, let's try something that I don't think... Oh. Looks like my water splash was stuck over here, which is why I Wasn't getting any additional splashes. Can I... No, okay, I can't reach anything there. Okay. What next? I'm getting some vague recollections again about things, which are probably not true, but I'll try out some memories. Do you want a lump hammer? No. You probably don't want a fishing rod either. So, what did you say about the... You heard about the magic spyglass thing. Apparently it can reveal secret doors. That's pretty much how I remembered it. Okay. So, lump hammer and fishing rod, unfortunately, you were not of use. Instead, I'll take the magic lens and the pygmy cow because of this vague recollection of what could be the use of the cow. Right, so shopkeeper over here. A cow, eh? This small one at that. Tell you what, lad, I'll trade it for this here bean. No ordinary bean, mind you. This be a magic one. Alright, I did remember correctly. So we have a magic bean. There's also something I wanted to check with the magic lens here, but now that it turns out that getting the magic bean was that easy, I don't think there's actually anything for the magic lens over here. Because also, now that we have the magic bean, I think I do remember where the magic lens is useful. Yeah, no magic doorway here, and nothing here either. Okay, so back we go. I do like that Spud just like picked up a cow in Mr. Mustard's farm after Mr. Mustard called him a thief and vermin. And Mr. Mustard was right. I am a thieving, maybe not vermin, but a thief anyway. And we did get a bean out of it. Let's save. And so this here pile of manure, let's put the magic bean in there. You embed the bean in the manure. And I'll go put the... Well, I guess I could keep the magic lens with me. Never mind. Is there something else I could need right now? What do we have here? Let's leave the snorkel behind for a moment. It's a little bit annoying to constantly have to juggle more items. I guess let's just head to the bean. I'm still not sure if the water in the bucket should be used to water the bean, but I think it's more likely that the water in the bucket is used to make the healing tonic. So, or maybe not. Actually, let's try exactly that. It doesn't seem like the bean is growing on its own. Because of course, with just one bean you can't grow too much or like get too much food, but once the bean is grown, you can get dividends from that. Or is it dividends? I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. So, water, can you help us here? You water the planted bean, and suddenly the ground begins trembling. Then a massive beanstalk rips out of the soil and shoots up into the clouds. Okay, so my initial memory of the use of the bucket was actually correct. That's interesting. Get off my farm, you crop-thieving vermin. Well, okay, I guess Mr. Mustard is accusing us of stealing crops, while the only thing we stole was a cow. Completely different. Okay, so here we have a magic stalk. Here's another example, a huge beanstalk, of the combining of different fairy tales and such that I really like about this game. Into the clouds, above the world. Okay, so I think this is the doorway that the magic lens reveals. More clouds. The island in the sky. Broke Grinder's Grotto. Trespassers will be boiled and eaten. A large open window. I think I want to save before... Oh, there's a coin there. I think I want to save before I go into Broke Grinder's Grotto. Because I have a hunch that we will be boiled and eaten. So I'll definitely need to grab that coin there. But we can do that when returning from here. Kind of a Kirby vibe up here. I won't go there just yet. So I think the coin is below here. Right. Oh, bone grinder. Wait a second. Oh, I can't get out of here. I'm pretty sure that the sign said broke grinder. Let's get the coin. Hello, Mr. Bone Grinder. Fee fee fo fum, fee fi fo fum. I'll taste the blood of the furry one, says the ogre, as quickly grabs you, I think. Well, that was a somewhat expected result. Okay, so here, this time, let's go into the door. What do you hold? Secret garden. Some fairies. Hello. Oh, hello. How did you get there? Here? And what's that? Bag of fairy dust. Rainbow falls. Right. And then I just unceremoniously fall from a hole in the sky in the castle. And this is actually how we get this coin here. Bonk. Right. I wonder who that was in the fairyland. It was probably the fairy queen or something. But we do have the fairy dust now, which should prove helpful in finishing that healing tonic. Alright, in you go. Do we need a bottle as well? Seems like or is it, do we need to, no? Huh. So clearly something more is needed to get the tonic finished, but we already used the bottle of our bucket of water, so that can't be it. Anyway, to get through Bone Grinder / Broke Grinder, I need to check the name next time we are there. Clearly his deal is based on vision, and here we have a nice way of presumably avoiding his vision. Right, so we'll grab this coin again. I kind of like the detail that we can go underneath the ogre. Oh, I forgot to check the but yeah, it doesn't notice us when we have the magic ring. And here is a small key. Can we open? The cage is locked. The cage opens. Here we go. The golden hen. Broke Grinder's grotto. Okay, I didn't misread. Alright, so we have the golden hen, the second of the 3 items. And we also have that coin. Bonk. Let's go give this hen to the king, and that would probably be a good place to end this video. I'm pretty sure that the next video is going to be fairly short. I don't think there's too much to this game left, but no can do. The golden hen, it's good to see it once more. There you go, king. And we head back to our boiling pot of soon-to-be healing tonic. You're still not done. Okay. Alright, I'll see you next time for more adventures of Spud.